at WSMN.live.
The views and opinions of the following show do not reflect those of WSMN, its owners, and/or associates.
Lisa and Robin are two fun friends diving deep into conversations where nothing is taboo. They believe in eating dessert before dinner and wearing the bikini. They're allergic to labels, authority, and cheap shoes. Currently, they're launching themselves through life being the good time, bold enough to take risks and inquisitively asking, what's next? They hail from New Hampshire, but they could be anywhere dressed in cute clothes. If they had to share a tombstone, it would read, "Curiosity killed these cats." Your hosts, Lisa and Robin on the mic.
Welcome to another week of Lisa and Robin on the mic. You are listening on WSMN 1590 AM, 95.3 FM. You are watching or streaming live on YouTube or WSMN.live. Welcome to another Thursday. Our favorite people, our favorites, our listeners. Welcome. Robin has rearranged the studio to wind up exactly where we were.
Exactly.
Exactly where we were.
Still have a malfunction.
Still have an earphone malfunction.
Will you turn my earphones down just a hair?
Sure.
But good morning. I've been
morning.
enjoying summer. For the short lived.
So I think it's typical,
now I have nothing.
Now you have nothing.
Sorry. Maybe just, all right, now say something.
La 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 la.
Perfect.
In typical New England, you want it to go down again?
Just a hair. Okay. Testing.
Testing.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Perfect.
a good level.
We could do this before the hour, but we just don't.
Right. I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive and a little bit high maintenance.
Teensy tiny bit.
I'm a hothouse weed.
What was I going to say? Oh, fun fact.
Yes, we got a new book.
We have a book from Mary A. Dyer. She is a writer from Dorchester, right down the street from some fam.
And how'd you guys meet?
We met at the clothing swap. Remember the quote?
Yeah.
So she said she was writing a book. I said, when it comes out, reach out. And I gave her my telephone number, and it came out, and she reached out.
That's awesome.
So I started it. Here's your copy.
Awesome. Thank
you. Can start it. She is with us next Thursday, the final Thursday of May. If you want to check it out, the name of the book is called Dyer Straits, D-Y-E-R, Straits, S-T-R-A-I-T-S. You can get it on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. If you want to read it beforehand, you can, put in some questions and we'll chat with her.
I love it. So it's called Dyer Straits, all those years ago in Dorchester.
And it's interesting because
during the 60s and 70s meant living through some of Boston's most turbulent years. Racial tension, shifting neighborhoods, and families stretched thin by hardship. In this memoir, the author traces her and her siblings' childhood inside a triple-decker world marked with addiction, mental illness, poverty, domestic violence, and by the sibling bonds that helped them survive.
Sounds fantastic. I started it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I started it. So if it's going to be rainy over the weekend, we can read.
Yeah.
Because typical New England fashion, I try not to look at the weather app because it upsets me.
I know.
And I try not to listen to the weather because they're reporting a week in advance when they have today wrong.
Right.
So I get really upset with them and then they never accept responsibility for how poor they do their job.
Of course not. Does any government?
I know, but the weather isn't the government.
No. But you know what I mean. The big super voice. The big super voice people.
The they.
Yeah, it's the they.
So I try not to look at the weather because it upsets me so much. And sometimes I think, what's it going to be like tomorrow so I can plan? And then I'm like, you know what? When I wake up, I'll figure it out.
Yes. Yes.
Just looking at the app doesn't make anything better.
Well, we've had a couple of days, and now it's supposed to be
gorgeous.
back down in the 60s. And I'm like, wow, it's Memorial Day. Everybody should be outside. And then I'm like, why is it that I have a block? I can never remember
Memorial Day?
Memorial Day.
Because the weather's terrible.
Yeah. And I
so
think
we
it's
make
like
plans
you
and
should
then
have
nothing happens.
barbecues,
Yes.
and you should be out by the water. And
Yeah, and that doesn't happen
No.
because we plan it and then it rains.
You turn the AC off and turn the heat back on. And I'm like,
Nothing makes me sound like a complaining New Englander as much as weather.
Well,
New
I
England
mean,
weather.
but
New
that's
England
what
weather.
but New Englanders have a right to do that. I
Yeah, we
think.
do because it's terrible.
Everybody fusses about the weather in New England.
So what's really funny is my friend Marilyn, I have a couple of funny Marilyn stories. So I say to her, oh, we're going to have a beautiful week. She goes, yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, beautiful. That's a New Englander right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, because here I am trying to be all positive, and we had just come out of like 3 days of rain, and I was
New
like,
Englanders like to doubt a lot.
we're like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. The next 3 days are going to be great. So then we were talking about something, and she has my cookbook, right? And obviously she's read my cookbook word for word, like a true friend fashion. And she says, you feed me kale. And I was like, oh. Because in my cookbook, I say that if we're friends, I'm never going to feed you kale. But I will make you eat broccoli rabi because that's my favorite green vegetable. And I'm doing it as like a joking way to talk about the fact that everyone's pushing kale.
Yeah.
And to me, kale is not exciting and not, I've never been a kale person, but broccoli rabi is delicious. And it actually has the same nutritional profile.
Oh, really?
It's a superpower. It just doesn't have marketing. Which I volunteer.
Yeah.
Andy Boy should reach out. Lisa Parda will do all your marketing. I have great recipes. I know how to make it delicious, right? Because everyone loves my broccoli rabi. I'm better than restaurants.
Yeah, it is good. Yes, it is good.
So she says, you fed me kale. And I was like, oh, yeah, because she watches my cat and she stays at my house. And when she does, I cook meals for her. So she's there doing me a favor. She'll have cookies and various things in the fridge. And there's a great Smitten Kitchen recipe that has lentils and kale. Right? It doesn't sound good, but she makes it and it's good. Like her recipe is good and I'm eating it more for the lentils than I am for the kale.
Yeah.
But it's good enough and I know it's healthy and it's very warm and comforting, especially in the winter. So when she came in December, I made her that. And then I wondered if while she was eating it, if, and then she reads my book, she's like, I thought we were really great friends for the last 28 years. But apparently she's feeding me kale.
I'm on the list. I'm on the down. I'm down on the list.
Something's happening. And so I have to like say to Marilyn, like, first of all, that's not my recipe, right? It's more of a lentil recipe.
Right.
And of course you're my friend and it's really good for you.
So the only time I've had kale is my mom made a smoothie one time, like a fruit smoothie and had a little bit of kale in it. You couldn't taste it, but my sister was into a while, like drying kale and
making chips.
Yeah.
So to me,
that and Brussels sprouts, I don't care how many times you do stuff to Brussels sprouts, I still think it has that flavor.
So I think when people roast butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, they do it from a raw standpoint and then they get too hard.
Yeah.
But if you steam them, they're just soft. So what I like to do is do like a 3-minute steam, which starts to soften them just a hair, dry them, then put them on the roasting pan. Then they're cooked all the way through without being dry, and then they have that brown caramelized roasting technique. Now, people are going to look at me and say, how many pans, how many steps? It really doesn't take that much more.
So you half them?
I half them.
So my sister
because
will
I want them to be
them. She'll saute them in a
face
pan
down.
of like garlic, a little bit of olive oil, maybe some butter, and then she'll do like Parmesan cheese and bacon on those. But I'm not sure when she does those in the pan, then you put them in the oven to do it after. I don't know.
But I think Brussels, it's funny. I don't think there's a vegetable. There's 2 vegetables that made a turnaround in our lifetime. Kale, because when we grew up, nobody ate kale.
I don't even know what we knew it was. And it was until I was in my 30s.
Yeah. And Brussels sprouts. Nobody ate Brussels sprouts. And then all of a sudden, they came to Whole Foods before it was Amazon on a stalk, sticking off like this cute little plant that it is.
Tree.
And I bought them and I said, how do we make this? And, the boiling, I'm not doing that. And then that became how I fell in love with Brussels sprouts, probably at 40.
Yeah. I had Brussels sprouts. A friend of ours made it with beets.
Mm-hmm.
Was it beets and Brussels sprouts or something? And he put it on a pan and he baked them. And those were actually really good. And it had a lot of flavor. I like when you have a different flavor with it other than just Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, so that's where people do the bacon.
I feel like it has a strong, like, I like carrots, but I like them cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris likes them raw. And I'm like, I don't like raw carrots. Like, bleh.
You'll never put them in your salad.
Unless I shave them.
Yeah.
Unless I shave them and, like,
So-
they're thin.
I'm a shredder of carrots because they never go on a fork raw.
Yeah.
And
It's
so you're
hard to
just like
jab it.
stabbing,
Yeah.
or they're just left at the end of the salad.
Yeah.
So I'm always a shredder of carrots because when they're raw, how can you get them on a fork?
I don't mind doing a few, because when you mix it in, but then you just get a mouthful of raw carrot. I'm like, no, I don't like the dry. I don't like the texture. I don't like the flavor. Chris is like, it's so sweet. I also don't like celery. I like celery like in soups and things like that, but just to eat it raw. And don't do peanut butter. I don't do peanut butter.
Yeah.
So
What about cream cheese?
I never really thought about that. I still don't like the texture of it. Of celery.
It's too stringy. I could see you thinking it's too stringy.
It's stringy, and I don't.
It's grassy. You're not a lettuce person either.
Actually, I've been a lettuce person. I've been buying the Sweet Baby, like
Everyone,
the
I want
Sweet
you to
Baby
know
butter lettuce.
Robin's growing.
Oh God, yes, yes, yes.
Because when I see her and say salad, she's like, blah,
I know.
blah.
So I have been ever since I found this one. I always get like the Boston butter. That's kind of what it is. It's Sweet Baby, and it comes in the big, clear container.
Mm-hmm. The box.
Yeah. So usually when I get them, I usually will get 2 of them because we've been having salads a lot. I still don't like it on a hamburger. I don't like lettuce with something warm. I don't do that. But I've been making salads and I put red onion. So a lot of times I'll do my salad. I'll chop up my lettuce, chop up my red onions really fine and kind of just put that, mix it all around. Then I'll do my cucumbers, do my tomatoes. I love hard-boiled eggs in mine. I've been doing the bacon, and then I do the crispy chicken on top of that. Sometimes I'll do black beans in it, or the fire-roasted corn.
Mm-hmm.
Do that in the...
It's almost like a Mexican taco salad.
Yes. But then I also sometimes I'll do bacon and a little bit of chicken, so it's like a chicken bacon ranch kind of a thing.
Almost like a Cobb salad.
Yes.
Throw some avocado in there.
Yes. I do
Yeah, Cobb.
avocado.
Yeah. I love avocado.
I do too. I love it in my salad. And then sometimes I'll do, like if I have cottage cheese, I'll put a little bit of cottage cheese on it just to have it as a little bit of a side. But I'm like, I could eat salads. I could eat salads almost every day.
I'm a salad person, but my salads have so much stuff in them. They're meals. They're
Yes,
definitely
yes.
meals. And I wanted to say that I'm sort of obsessed with a new person.
Okay.
I found her on Instagram, and her name is Andy Mitchell. And she is a best-selling author.
Ooh.
She lives in Boston, and she does these videos on Instagram, and I'm sure TikTok and everywhere else, but I only know there, where she does your Boston mom, where she insults people, with just 2 words. She is fantastic. So she wrote a cookbook and she wrote a memoir. I have both coming in today. So if you want something funny, watch Andy M. Mitchell, ANDIE M. Mitchell, MITCHELL, on Instagram. She's hilarious. She did a skit about her mother going into a real estate purchase, to view houses. And she's like, turn on the water for me. I want to hear if it sputters. And then, did you see the crown molding? Your father and I looked at to getting this popcorn ceiling off. It's a fortune. She does all of these, half whispering mother things.
Yes.
I'm obsessed.
You gotta
with
send
her.
it to me. I was trying to just Google it really quick, and
I will send it to
couldn't
you.
get it to come up.
I've been forwarding them, because you're like, hey,
Yeah.
pay attention to me. I'm
Yes.
sending you stuff on
Yes.
Instagram. I will send it to you.
I think it's time we circle back and have New England Dad come back.
I think it's time.
It's been, 2 years maybe?
It has been. I think he should come back. My recent favorite one was Pocketbook.
Yes.
Pocketbook.
Pocketbook.
When he does, trying to bring New England vocabulary to non-New Englanders.
Yeah.
I love those skits. And the most recent one, which was great, was Pocketbook. And it's
Yeah.
can you put in, a pocket book?
A
No,
pocketbook.
Pocketbook.
Pocketbook. Can you say pocketbook? It is kind of funny how we come up with words.
And then he says, put it in a sentence, your mother left her cigarettes in her pocketbook.
In a pocketbook. Cigarettes.
Yeah, so we should reach out to him again. We have a couple of cool guests. We have Jennifer Vaughn from WMUR coming on in June.
Nice.
We have a Bedford teacher who just wrote his first children's book called Oscar. He's coming on in June, too. So we have a lot of fun guests coming up.
Nice.
It's going to be a really fun summer, guys.
That'll be fun.
You will love listening to these people.
And we've got a guest coming in this afternoon. We're going to talk a little bit about Bike Week.
Bike Week. Wolfman is going to join us at 11. But what I wanted to say to you today was, so I'm watching Andy do her mother reels, and I'm sitting... I pour seltzer water in various wine glasses. And it's because I don't drink really much anymore, and it's like it makes it more exciting.
Yes,
I've always been
yes.
a good glass person.
Yes, I think
Like,
it's important.
having a great glass can make your whole drink better.
Yes.
Like I like my iced tea in mason jars. Like I have
My daughter does mason jars in tea, and it has to have a straw.
It has to have a straw. It has a glass straw.
Well, she has it. Well, I don't know if it's glass or it's like really hard plastic, but it has that
Tinky sound.
Yeah.
So I have to have I like my lemonade in the mason jars that have the handle.
Yes.
And I want that with barbecue.
Yes.
Right. So like I'm a glass person. So I'm drinking seltzer water out of wine. And I thought, I don't think it's possible for me to mind my own business. And then I'm like, what if I say it in a mom voice?
Yes.
It's just impossible for me to mind my own business.
Just impossible. I try really hard to mind my own business.
I don't. So
I literally was driving up here. Oh.
no. And I'm like the queen of unsolicited advice. People are not asking for my advice, and I am just volleying this, like, shut up.
Here, I got one for you.
I didn't ask you anything.
What we need to do is just get a park bench and a microphone one day, or a megaphone, and just sit on the bench outside and just do unsolicited advice to everybody that walks by. Traffic, people's outfit. Like, I look over and I'm like, I like her dress. I think it's a skirt, but I like it.
So when someone walks and their toes are over the side of the flip-flop, and you can be like, just get wider.
Or they're over the top.
Or
like
they're
dangling over the top.
See, mind my own business. That has
can you
nothing
grab
to
that
do
thing?
with
Can you actually lift it and pull it back with your toes?
Yeah, like a branch, right?
Some diggers.
Right? So I just think, like, all week long, I've had a fantastic week. It's been a great work week. It's been a great week for the book. I met a few people. My sales have jacked up this week. And I met a woman who makes sourdough bread.
Ooh. Is she going to give you a starter kit?
She's giving me a starter kit, and she's giving me a lesson because I killed my last sourdough starter because I added sugar.
Oh.
Apparently you don't add sugar. When I told her I did that, she almost fell off the chair.
Wow. It's kind of a process.
She's going to come on the radio, too. She's going to come on the radio, too.
Good. How long she had her starter? Like, how long does she... she kept her...
Probably a decade.
Really?
Yeah, and what's really funny is, so I told her, someone introduced us in COVID on email.
That's funny.
Isn't that really interesting? And I'm sitting in the nail salon getting my nails done, as I do. And I look at this woman, and I'm like, I know her face. 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 I know that woman. Oh, what's her name? What's her name? Like, so I have to do that 100 times, right? And they're filing and doing all my nails. I'm like, oh, I know who she is. I know she is. I got to say hi. I'm like, hi. I said, are you Patty? And she's like, yes. And I said, Jennifer connected us. It was probably in COVID. She wanted us to connect us because we both cook. And we started just full blown in a full chat. And then so I, because Jennifer had connected us because she had this like 500 person cooking group, and she was like, you should talk to her, whatever. And she's like, she's writing a cookbook. She's like, oh my God, is your book done? I said, yes. And she's like, I thought about doing a book. No way. She's like, how much work was that? I was like, oh, almost killed me. You would think it's just put recipes down on paper. She goes, it's not that at all. I'm like, I know now. I didn't start that way. So she was just great. We talked for a couple hours, and so she's going to come on too. You'll really, really like her.
That'll be fun.
She said she wanted to do the recipes of her mom.
Oh, yeah.
And so I tried to encourage her, and she was like, after you just complained? I'm like, no, but it's good now. It's done.
Yeah.
But,
I love talking about food. I think, food is, food is a love language. Hashtag your book.
It is. And it's funny.
But it truly is. Like, it brings so many people together it just brings everybody together. I'm making tonight. I'm actually excited about dinner. I was pretty excited last night about dinner, but tonight I've made a pasta salad, and I like to make it ahead of time because I like for it to just soak up the flavors, and I'll keep adding. So I use Newman's family-owned Italian recipe and balsamic vinegar.
For the dressing.
Yep. And then I do my pasta, cucumbers,
Do
tomato.
you care what shape your pasta is?
I usually will do the spiral.
Yeah, the fusilli,
Yeah.
little baby ones.
Not the
Or
baby
rotini
ones,
ones?
just the spiral,
Okay.
like the tricolor.
Okay, yes.
Rotoni or whatever.
Mm.
So I've used different ones before, but I usually like those the best. What did I do? I don't remember the name of the other ones, but they're almost like little.
Didatelli.
Maybe it's like the spirals, but they're cut in half, and they're only
Oh.
like maybe a quarter.
Oh, yes, yes.
So they're like little discs,
yes.
but I like the spiral tricolor because
Yep.
I like having a lot of color in it.
Yes.
But so I put what's the salami? It's like margarita salami or something like that. I'll cut that up. I do that, red onions, cucumber, tomato, and I like cheddar cheese because it gives you a different little flavor
Mhm.
texture. And I was cutting it up in cubes, but I'm like, actually do the wide cut sharp cheddar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put that in there and just mix it all up and let that sit. And I'm telling you, the red onion and the salami with those two like
It's almost like an antipasto potato.
yes,
pasta
yes,
salad.
yes.
Antipasto.
I would
Pasta salad.
put the Kamala olives in
Ooh.
it, but nobody in my family likes it except for me.
Okay.
So I don't do that. I will cut some up and put them on the side. I also have put like hard boiled egg chopped up in there, but just like that. So then I'm doing pulled barbecue chicken
Mm-hmm.
sandwiches. I have onion rolls,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna make some homemade slaw this afternoon, and watermelon and corn on the cob.
Sounds fantastic.
Perfect.
What time's dinner?
I know. I don't know yet. I got
and
got a
serving
house
it by
full.
the pool? Is the pool up and running?
Yes, the pool's up and running, but it's taken a long time. And Chris is like, I told you this is why I didn't want to open it. So once we opened it, we have a crabapple tree,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like snow all over, and the wind's been blowing. So I had to take the leaf blower and maybe like 3 times just keep getting all the stuff out of the pool because it blows right into the pool. Finally got it clear. It was like clear for a day or two, and now all the little helicopter seeds are coming down. And on their pool patio, you can't really see them because it's all stone, it's all
Yeah.
pebbles until you start blowing, and it's just like a whirlwind. I'm like a tornado. But so Kayla was out there yesterday helping me. I was blowing them. So if you take it and just blow it kind of all into one corner, it's easier to scoop than trying to chase them around the pool. I'm like, man, I have worked so hard in the last week and a half to get this pool up and running. So, because Chris is like, so when you open the pool, you have to, before he shocks it, he puts this, I think it's called diametrious earth or something in
Yep.
it. And it's literally like powder.
Mm-hmm.
It's so silky. Well, you're supposed to put it into the skimmers directly to the filter. So it runs through the filter and it will coat the filter. Well, he had it to recirculate, so it blew all out. So it was getting clear and it was clean, and now all of a sudden it's milky, cloudy. You can't see the bottom and the shallow end. Like we've got like 4 steps down into the pool, and you can't even see.
They're
You
mysteriously
can't.
just
All you see
missing.
is the first step, and I'm like, ugh.
The Loch Ness monsters coming
Yes.
out.
So it took us a couple of days to let it settle. So he had to go buy some kind of binding agent and let it all fall, and it binds to it, and then you're supposed to vacuum it out. But now you have to fill it up, and literally we've probably spent 8 hours running our well just to fill it up on different days. He's like, well, thank goodness you weren't here, because I ran out of water one time. I drained my well,
Mm-hmm.
and it's made me nervous. And he's like, well, good thing you weren't here, because I left the water running for 3 hours. And I'm like, all right, we'll do 20 minutes, let it sit for a while, we'll do
Yeah.
another 20 minutes. He's like, it'll be the end of summer before we do that, because when you vacuum
Do they not
it-
have companies anymore that come with tanks of water to dump in your pool?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
We had an issue with that. We had a
I didn't know if they still existed. I didn't see them around.
We're trying to get them to come. Like,
Yeah.
we called somebody to open our pool and never heard back from them. He left 3 messages, never heard back. The pool company that we were using, so unreliable. They would dump the chemicals in the grass, like off of it, instead of taking it and dumping it. And then when
they were a menace. That previous pool company was a menace.
We had such an issue with them. And then like she kept charging me for products, and I'm like, no, I keep telling you, I've sent you email. I would just forward the same emails that I'd sent to her or text messages. You don't need to, and then we're spending hundreds of dollars on chemicals that you've put in our pool that we've already stocked, and we already bought them through you. Like, go in the pool house. You go in the pool house to get everything else. Like, you can't use these. And I'm like, no, it's just,
Yeah. So I love how, that was sort of what was happening with our lawn. They were coming, so you're paying for all these services. You're paying for someone to, feed it and weed it and all that other stuff, and then you pay for someone to mow it, and then they're doing you're watching them ruin whatever they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So for the lawn, you're watching them take a beautiful lawn and actually trash it.
right.
And so I had said to John, I said, when the guy was that he shows up on Saturday, like I might not want to use my yard on Saturday.
Right.
I might want to be outside on Saturday in the summer. No. That's when you're going to come. And
At 7 o'clock in the morning.
And for 6 hours, you have lunch there.
Yeah.
Because you're not on a big enough lawnmower to do the lawn. So you're like on this little walk behind that you're like standing on. My lawn, we have a lot of grass, right? It's a ride-on experience, right? So... And then he stops and has his lunch for half an hour. He doesn't know how to navigate the circle in the driveway, so he loses a tire off the thing. So one day he's just there waiting for someone to come and get his trailer off the side of the road.
Yes.
He was that I said to John, I said, I'm going to be wearing an orange jumpsuit. You're going to be visiting me in prison. Because while you're doing something and this dude's here on Saturday, I'm going to kill him.
Well, then you should bury him. You should bury him.
And so he's like, all right, calm yourself down. And then ever since that day, everyone who comes to our property is like, man, your lawn is amazing. I'm like, I know, but you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want to mind my own business. I don't want to be
Well, we got rid of our landscapers, too, because he would... Well, when we first met and came, and he's
so if you were a lawn care company,
yes, you should hit us up.
You should hit us up. You should come on the radio. You should send us pictures of lawns that you have made thrive instead of die. And we will promote you regularly.
Yes.
My goodness.
I think it's important to have good lawn care. I like a service. Like, we're paying you a lot of money. So So the people that used to landscape our house before we moved in, they left their card and said, "Hey, welcome, welcome to the neighborhood, blah blah blah." We've been maintaining your property.
Looking at your house was the landscaping could sell the house.
Yes.
No matter what the house looked like.
Right.
The house is gorgeous.
Yes.
But the landscaping was like, you have to be kidding me.
Immaculate. Like, there was no weeds whatsoever. There's no in the lawn is beautiful. There's no red thread. There's no bare spots. Nothing. It's
And so then they're like, we've been taking care of your property, and you're like, excellent.
Yes. And then so we have a meeting. He's great, but the thing is, when we're all standing there talking to him, Chris is like, well, my wife is in charge of it. She likes to, she likes to garden. She likes to be, but she will be here. She will be here the majority of the time. So if you have any questions or anything like that, go through her. Because we were getting ready to order mulch, wanted to pick out the color, all the stuff. Certain things that we wanted done, certain trees. He would never go through me.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an issue one time where it got a little bit thin, like our grass was dying.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, did they fertilize and is it killing it?
Mm-hmm.
So coming out, so I had just called them one morning and said, hey, I think we need to have a little bit, it's so hot. I think that we need to, we're not going to mow. We're going to go every other week instead of every week. He's like, okay, that's fine. He literally gets off the phone and calls Chris and says, your wife says that you want to go every 2 weeks. Anyway, it wasn't an issue. What the issue was some of the sprinkler heads had gotten blocked, but they're in charge of the irrigation system as well. And so he came out, and I said, well, let's let it heal. Let's turn the water back on. You guys finally fix it. But this was like a 2-week process. But after he said, yeah, this is my wife and I are going to we're going to see give it a little bit of time to try to recover. It's so hot. Let's let it try to grow back. Let's whatever. Literally the next day, they show up at 7 o'clock in the morning
And start mowing.
The next day. Now, after he's already had a conversation with me
And followed up.
Chris, and Chris reconfirmed. So I call them. It's 7 o'clock in the morning the very next day. So he had already mowed like 3 stripes in our yard, in our front yard. And they bring 4 or 5 people with them when they come. So the front yard and the side yard had already had like 2 or 3 stripes on it. So an obvious spot. He literally, so when I called the company and said, hey, we just had this conversation. So he pulls his guys off the job, but you don't even finish mowing the small little spot. You just get up and leave. And we're like, okay, this is frustrating. But every time I've ever had to go to them and talk to them about they were going to do the plowing, they did the plowing. Well, they would never come in a time when you needed them to be there. Like, I don't need you to come at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have a Porsche. I need you to come in the morning. We agreed upon this. But then it's in the fall. And we have a leach field down on the back end of the property. So they would mow it twice a year. I'm out there and I'm like, these guys are still here. He's weed whacking it took him 5 hours to weed whack.
Yeah, that's like weed whacking an acre lawn.
It's a big section down there. Like it takes him, so
It's a mowable surface.
Yes, it's a
It is
mowable
not
surface. It's been a mowable surface.
Weed whacking is for edges.
And you're charging me $115 an hour to weed whack? No, I need you to get off my property.
Before I kill you.
Yes.
And I'm an orange.
Yes. Yes. So we terminated that. It was mostly just the fact that you would never communicate with me. Like you would, barring there's some hiccups here, there, and everywhere.
And I'm a person who, of course there's always going to be problems.
But he's a guy's guy. He was
Yeah,
a guy's guy. Like, you just, little woman, it should be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But who's paying you, people?
I like to mow.
Right. I wonder. So I understand there's problems. That's life. Standard. Every time there's like, oh, let me drop that on the floor. Standard. Just it's gonna totally happen. It's how you deal with them.
Yes.
Do you aggravate me even further in my problem?
Yes.
So do you take my problem and then really like just stick your finger in that hole of the problem and electrify it?
Yeah.
Or do you try to minimize?
Or say I don't care. Somebody's calling, but it's probably, I don't know.
Oh, I know who it is. Hold on. Okay, talk for a sec.
Okay. Well, so this year we got mulch. Well, last summer we got mulch.
You're not on yet. Let me put you on.
Oh, we got a caller. We're going to see if we can put him on.
All right, I got to do all my buttons.
Don't you hit the one over here on the board that says,
The one on the board.
talk to caller right there?
Yep. This one.
Right there.
Talk
Right
to
there.
caller.
Red button. Hello.
This one's not going on. Are you still there? Okay, that's on, but I got to flip a switch, don't I?
So we're trying to get somebody to call in.
The little toggle switch. Can you see? Hold on, Robert. Can you see my eyes better than?
We are looking. What?
I'm looking for the toggle switch.
We're looking for a toggle switch. Oh,
Top right-hand corner.
Oh.
I see power. I don't see a toggle though.
look in the left. Look over in the left beside the 2 black knobs. You have 2 blondes radio. That's what I
Yeah,
name
we
her.
got 2 blondes radios. That's the problem is, right. Are you coming at 11? You wanted to talk about our lawn. Come and talk about it on there, and then show me how to do the.
Yes, come talk about our lawn
Can't do it.
care. So this year we got, so last summer we got mulch delivered,
See this thing.
and we got like 10 yards, 10, 12 yards of mulch, and they've spread it. They blew it all in. And then what happened is they burned our yard I don't know, it had some kind of a chemical or so all around wherever their mulch was, we had almost a foot wide of dead grass around our whole
I
lawn.
remember
don't know
this
if you took that
disaster.
all around our whole yard. And so it was like this big white burn. It finally recovered, but it killed a lot of my plants in the English garden. And they're like, take pictures of this. We'll reimburse you. But now what's happening through all of this spring, I have these little baby like maple trees popping up everywhere. You literally can look at across the mulch and there's all these. It's like I can't even. Chris is like, get Roundup and do the ones that have the cone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm afraid it will penetrate down into
The soil.
and kill all of our, we have got rhodies and lilac bushes that are 30 years old.
Right.
They're huge. And I'm like, I don't want it to get into the root system. So I've been out there pulling, like, I feel like I
Trees.
should, yes. I feel like I should be in a rice field. Like I'm squatting down and I'm like pulling out all these tiny. And every time I look, I'm like, there's just more and more. And I'm like, how do you not hold these accountable? Like we paid you thousands of dollars. And now it's like it's not even worth it. It was in better shape without your mulch.
Before you came. So that's, and again, like sometimes when I think,
You did more damage to our property than we paid in mulch.
right,
And there's no compensation for it.
right.
And I'm like,
And you tout yourself as a professional.
yes.
So let's just go for a second that I don't know where this toggle switch is, and maybe because I don't have my glasses on, but when someone says, oh, I thought you were a professional, I'm not an audio engineer,
Right.
right? I don't want to be an audio engineer. I want to be a radio show
Right.
host.
I'm a professional about putting on my microphone.
I've got media presence. I can get great guests. I can interview them. I'm all of these things. I'm not audio engineer. I'm
a
not
good cook.
sound check. I'm not. No. When it comes to cooking, I'm not a professional
You're like, that's not
actually.
my job.
But you might as well
Right.
say I'm a professional
Well,
home cook.
somebody needs to actually walk us through it because I don't see.
They walked me through it 7.5 months ago. Do you know how much is in my brain over the last
but
7.5
did it actually
months?
work? We've never really successfully. We've been on the radio for 3 years. and
We've never successfully
got a caller in.
on the radio.
So the toggle switch is, look on the far left, that little tiny metal button on the bottom.
That's where it is.
In the gray.
And he was saying right. So I was
like,
looking
is
over
that
here.
the toggle?
So yes.
That should be a flip switch.
It should be on
I
this
guess maybe
side.
a
Well, you know
toggle.
what it is too? So where was I the other day? I was looking at something and I'm like, look at me going around without my glasses. Like I can read the
a
fine
superstar.
print. Like no, I can't see anything. Jeez.
Yeah.
What is wrong
And you're
with
like,
me?
Way back here.
I did
And
not
you're
s-
like, wait. what
I
does
did
that
not
say?
see that for 10 minutes. Goodness gracious. And my glasses are over there in my purse because you know why? I'm not
Yes,
reading
over here.
anything. I don't want to see anything.
No, I don't want to read
I can see
anything.
you fine.
So you know what happened? I don't know if it was a new update on Apple. I lost all my notes.
Did you delete the app by accident?
No, I
Oh.
didn't delete the app. It's just like some of them are showing up. I think I had a ton.
If someone were to read your text messages, your DMs, or your notes, what are you giving up?
What do you mean? Oh, if I had to give up one
Yep.
to share,
To share.
probably my text messages.
Yeah, my text messages are fine. Like
Yeah.
anyone could read my text
we already
messages.
talked about DMs last
Yeah.
week.
So for me, my notes, because
Yes,
I'm
my
writing
notes.
I'm writing a story and it's fiction, but like I'll get an idea about something.
Yes.
But it only makes sense to me to prompt me later for something.
Yes.
And then there's like supermarket notes, and that like my notes is like a mental patient's journal.
Yes. Or sometimes like
Where
when
they're like,
I'm-
lock her up.
Yes.
She is not well. Look at this woman. She is not well.
So-
quotes from other people. I listened to this amazing podcast, and this woman said 2 quotes, and then she named the person who said them. So I'm just yelling on my notes app the author's names and then the quotes. But that's like like I also have my shopping list to go to the store, and that's why it's the notes app is even up because I'm yelling into my car while I'm driving to the supermarket. I need green onions. I need
Yes.
and then all of a sudden you have a quote from somebody that
So I have notes in here from 2015 that are still there, but my most recent notes, like I will keep my notes, like in my notes, I kept a locked password thing that had my passwords in it for like my websites and all that stuff. So nothing like like for the TV log on, all
Yeah.
that stuff that I wouldn't, not my bank,
Right.
anything like that. But I just kept it on there, and I'm like, I needed to log in, and I'm like, I can't find it
That's
anywhere. And so, and it was all my, like, your random thoughts. I feel like if you read some of my notes, I'm like, wait, is this a Saturday Night Live skit right here?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, some random thoughts are like, oh, that's funny.
And then we
or-
started the radio show, and then I started putting topics I wanted to talk about. So those are also very disjointed, not connected to any context out in the world.
Yes.
Of like, you know, we did the band name. What's your band name?
Yes.
Like, you know, but
yes.
like, if you like my notes, delete those when I die. Come in, delete the notes out.
Right. So I opened mine yesterday when I was
Do
looking
you keep
through
a
it.
journal or a diary?
It's kind of my notes. It's
Okay.
been my journal or my diary, so I would definitely.
I've never been a diary person because my mother read
Yeah, me
my
either.
diary, and she used to read my mail.
I had too much of. I was too busy.
So I was never putting anything in there, and then I
Yeah.
started keeping a diary, but I knew she would read it, so then I would put it was like
Yeah.
this is like going to confession when you have
Yeah.
no sins to
Yeah.
repent. You know, you're making
So
up stuff.
I think my pictures are more of my journal. I
Yeah.
think my memories,
Or your
my
diary.
photos are kind of like, because it takes you right back to, oh, I remember this, or I remember how I was feeling, was doing this, or journal. I will, in my notes or in my notebooks, do have a couple of notebooks, and even like our notes for the radio. It's kind of like a journal. It's things that how you've thought or what you've processed. Some of it being personal, but yesterday I was YouTubing, how to fix your notes, how to turn these things on, where they might be. And so I open up the last notes, and it says rattlesnakes and condoms are the two things you don't F with.
like, where did that come from?
And then so the next one,
What, like in context, like
I don't know, a random thought. So
use like you don't pick
so-
up off the ground.
Right.
Two things you don't pick up off
Right.
the ground.
right. Or you don't mess with a condom. Like if you need a condom, like, if well, you don't use a used one, but yeah. And you always want to make sure, like, make sure that thing's dry rotted. You don't want to mess around with that. And then the next one is be somebody that people want to be stuck in an elevator with.
Okay, that one makes sense though.
Right.
That one makes sense.
I don't know if the rattlesnakes and condoms is something I heard, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
you
God, I
wanted
gotta
to
write
say
that
it
down.
too? Yeah,
and
like
I
it
was
was a
like, oh, I
comedy
gotta
thing.
write that down. I'm like, she'll appreciate that.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I wanted to find the.
But I'm so disappointed, and I'm like, I don't know how. That's technology.
So, one of the things I was thinking about how I went to my nephew's baseball game, and my nephews are 7 and 8. And a few years ago, we were going to the game, and they were the most humorous hour and a half that you can deal with is watching a kid's baseball game
Oh my
when they're
gosh,
too
yes.
young to really
Yes,
know
yes.
anything. So we go to the game a couple of years ago, and they have the cone that's set up with a ball on it, and then the kid hits any part of the cone, and then the ball will move, right? Perfect.
Yes.
And then all the kids run and jump on the ball and then keep it away from each other. That's year one. Year one baseball.
Yes.
Year two baseball.
Oh well, we had them trying to find 4-leaf clovers in the outfield.
Right? Year two baseball, they have another standing pitch thing. Now they realize they get the ball. They still don't want to part with it, but all the other children don't come and attack them.
Right.
Right? So that's good, because what was happening is one kid would get the ball, the whole entire team would attack this child, and the child would run to the outfield. And you're like, we need that ball. So then you've got that. So then the next year is like, well, they're not all chasing the ball, but now the one who has the ball doesn't know what to do with it.
Right.
We're now at the stage where a kid is pitching, a kid is hitting, a kid is catching, everyone's on a base waiting for stuff to happen. But they do cartwheels and pirouettes until things are in motion.
And I love when they're like in the outfield or they're at second base and they're like, I gotta pee, and they start running in.
I haven't seen that, but my nephew
my
kept
gosh.
looking to the outfield, and I'm like, you're going to get hit with a line drive in the back of the head. You got to face this. Face the batter. Face the batter. So I was chatting with my sister-in-law. She's like, we got to do a mock-up can we just do a mock-up and like explain how this game goes?
Yes.
But I want everyone to know that if you need, Just 5 minutes of pure joy.
Oh my god.
Watch a little kid.
Yes, like T-ball.
Like
Little
3. Welcome, Wolfman. You know, we need
hello.
we need like 3 grade and under baseball. Just could not be any more joyful
Oh my gosh.
of a sport to watch. So I'm going to be going, I think, next Tuesday. That's the next
And
game.
I love
it.
soccer. I love when they're playing soccer too.
Yeah, because, well, to me, that's like they just run around and kick things.
Yes.
So that one? Okay. I was looking for it on the right. Let me bring in Wolfman. Hold on one second. You're in seat number 3.
And we'll have
Welcome,
to get his
Wolfman.
camera on.
Hello, ladies.
How are
Hello,
you?
hello.
Good. How you guys doing?
We are fabulous.
You found the button. You found the switch.
20 minutes later. I don't have my glasses on.
We were just saying that.
Two Blondes Radio.
Two
Right.
Blondes Radio. Absolutely.
We've been here for 3 years and never successfully had to take in a caller.
I can call you now.
No.
All right, you can walk us through it. Just walk us through it.
I
That would
don't
be
want.
great.
I don't. 50% of the time rings is just like
It's like
State
a YouTube
Farm or-
video.
Yeah. Oh no. I want to produce it. Just send me callers. Remember, was it Frasier when Roz used to just send them calls? That's what I need.
I love that show.
Isn't that show great?
What was that guy's name? He also did a movie called Down Periscope,
Oh,
where he
yeah.
plays a
is it
sea cat.
Kelsey?
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer.
He played captain of a submarine, and he had a tattoo that he was not proud of. It was on his lower regions and
His
it said-
nether regions.
His nether regions, his manly man
Wait,
parts.
now I'm interested. What was the tattoo?
It said "All aboard."
Welcome, Wolfman.
You know, if I could
Welcome,
bring a little bit of
Wolfman.
sun- Sunshine.
On a cold day, it just said AA.
Wow. So now we know.
Welcome, Wolfman. Tell us what you were up to.
I am riding motorcycles and didn't bring it out today. It's a little chilly for me. Mm-hmm. And you wanted to talk about bike runs and everything today. I got some interesting bike runs that are mainly off the main stream.
Oh,
So these are bike runs that not a lot of people know about.
excellent.
And there's one or two that's old school biker related, and it's like in closed enclosures where like the public's not allowed in, so anything goes. Like the old time when you just be walking down Wisbech Boulevard and see naked people. That's kind of like what this place is like. You know, a couple of them like that.
Yeah.
I just sent Amy a text just trying to get a camera on you.
So tell me, are you excited for Bike Week this week?
I am. I'm doing a live broadcast with my new sponsor, which is Nault Seacoast Indian Motorcycles. We're going to be doing a race from their tent up on Wares Beach Boulevard.
Nice. What day are you
Nice.
doing that?
We're doing that Wednesday the 17th.
Ooh.
And then on the 18th, I'm going to be doing some Facebook live broadcasts at the same place or at their other spot up in Loudon.
Nice.
So we're doing big things this summer. We just got done doing one for Nault Seacoast Indian Motorcycles 2 weeks ago
I
from
saw
their
that.
shop.
Yep, I saw that one.
Still got to get used to the equipment, so I was kind of a little tinny in the voice, but you could still hear us.
Yes, yeah. It sounded great. From our standpoint, it sounded great. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm doing some big things.
So are they an Indian dealer too?
They are the premier Indian dealer.
Nice.
Indian's been around for 125 years, and their motorcycle shops have been around for 118.
So I was looking up Indian because for a second, for like 15 seconds, I thought, I'm going to start riding motorcycles again.
Good, let's do it.
And
I'll
then-
bring you up to meet the boys.
I said to my sister-in-law, I'm not going to spend a ton of money. I'm not getting a Harley. And I would like a Ducati, but that's too big for me. So maybe I can get an Indian. So I started researching the Indian motorcycle line. It's really interesting. They're really affordable. And I thought, if my sister-in-law and I could split ridership, because her husband rides, my husband rides, right? We're always on the back. Every once in a while, she does a couple of hours on her own. I do a couple of hours on my own because I'm not going to want to ride for 15 hours as a new rider.
Okay. Up at Indian Motorcycles,
Mm-hmm.
they have over 140 motorcycles, new and used, all makes, all models, and all price ranges. I'll bring you up there to meet Scott. Not a problem.
Well, we're going to be in Bike Week. So
Come see us.
I'll
Stop
come
in.
see you guys.
Jump in on the mic up there.
When does Bike Week start? Like the It's always like the second week in June.
It's always the week where Father's
It's Father's
Day
Day
weekend
weekend.
falls on the end.
Yeah.
So that's what is it? The 17th is
June,
Wednesday, so it's the
It's the 18th, somewhere right around there.
Is it the 13th to the 20th?
yes,
Or is it the-
yes, the 13th to the 21st, I believe.
So
the
it starts
13th to the
day-
21st.
It starts the week before Father's Day, right?
Yes.
Yes, so it is
Let's
June
see.
13th to June 21st is Laconia Bike Week. What are we, 102 years, 103 years in?
103 years in,
103 years in.
and a lot of people don't realize it was going on before that, and it was called the Gypsy Tours.
Ah.
And what that was is 4 guys went up there. They were gypsy motorcyclists, which means they were riding around the country just to race their motorcycles in weird places, and they decided to race it up in the Weirs. So that's where that bike run
And
began.
then the next year, everyone showed up. Hey, can we race our bike
no,
here?
it took probably like 10, 15 years
To really pick up.
to pick up. And then one year was 4 people, and next year was 8, and so on and so on. Like the old Prel commercials. You tell 2 friends, I tell 2 friends, and so on and so on. And then they officially became Laconia Bike Week about 15 years after it started.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
great story.
That is a great story.
Well, the worst part is that last year's mayor was trying to get rid of it
Why?
because it was too much of a nuisance for all the rich people that are living up there now. And the business owners chimed in and said, "Oh, no. That brings in 80% of our yearly finances.
Right.
You know,
I would
we
think,
need
like,
that.
gosh,
We
that's
need
such
that
a-
week to survive."
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
so all those rich people can always go on vacation and just not be there
that
you know.
week.
Yeah, that week.
Well, my friend Kook, that's his name, Kook. He had a cabin up there on Lake Winnisquam, and over the years we were always going there, and our group got bigger and bigger. We had one week we had 70 people there with 70 motorcycles. You know?
yeah.
So the neighbors were starting to get frustrated, and it was because all the old neighbors moved out, and all these new rich people moved in, and they tried to get us to not. They tried to kick us out of the community. And never happened.
Yeah. Well, when you say like that group of people literally lives financially off of tens of thousands of people.
Right.
Hundreds
Hundreds of thousands
of
of people.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that many
I
descended.
think the 100th anniversary they had over 800,000 people up there.
Wow.
You
We
think
go
they're
up
gonna
every
have some
year.
different bands this year.
They do all
Been
kinds of
playing
bands.
other than AC/DC.
Yeah.
Well, last year they had an awesome. Who sings "American Badass"?
That would be me.
Straggly Hair. I know. I name a rock band and say Straggly Hair, and everyone's like,
Alice in Chains.
no.
No,
Oh.
you are like so
they were.
old school.
Who, me?
Yeah, Alice in Chains is.
Well, that's one of her favorite
That's
bands.
one of my favorite bands.
Really?
Yeah. And Apple does a cover of them, and they were playing up there. You're listening to Lisa and Robin on the mic on WSMN, 1590 AM, 95.3 FM. You're watching, streaming, WSMN.live. We are with the Wolfman.
Oh.
When you come back at the top of the hour, and I'm also here with Robin. Stay tuned.
Broadcasting from 200 Main Street in the beautiful and historic Masonic Building. This is WSMN 1590 AM and WSMN 95.3 FM, Nashua. Streaming live at WSMN.live.
USA Radio News, I'm John Summers. President Trump insists he's in no hurry when it comes to the situation in Iran nearly 3 months after the start of the war. Speaking to reporters Wednesday, Trump noted there's a lot of anger in Iran right now because, as he put it, people are living so poorly. His comments come as Iran's new supreme leader's out with an updated directive which could complicate further negotiations. Ayatollah Mojtaba Khomeini says none of his nation's enriched uranium should be sent abroad as part of any peace deal. 3 people are dead, 19 hospitalized after exposure to an unknown substance in central New Mexico. Authorities say the victims died in a possible home hazmat situation in the town of Mountain Air. Responding paramedics were exposed to the substance as well. 18 of them, along with one of the home's occupants, were